Hey folks, I made a prediction a couple months ago that you can guess where these results came from, what website they came from. I made a prediction that came 100% true. That a website that evaluates cameras gives them artificial, really freaky numbers. I mean, they will show like some old turd scores the exact same as like a modern super fast camera. Now, I have a lot of love for the Nikon D7100. Okay? D7200 is the exact same sensor, except the signal processing is geared toward high ISO performance. Okay. Now let's take a look at this results that just came out. I mean, I laughed so hard I almost pissed myself and curled up into a little ball. Now, as much love as I have for the Nikon D7100, the fact that we got an overall score of 83 versus 83 on the D500 is laughable. Portraiture, landscape, and sports. I mean, you gotta be kidding me, right? Oh, let's take a look. The D7200 scores an 87 overall score versus the D500 scores an 83. Now let me educate you a little bit here. Seeing as how as I have used and tested every Nikon DSLR made, if a sucker out there, a moron that doesn't have any more sense, would actually, well, these are scientific tests, they gotta be accurate. Let me clue you in on something there, brother. Let us not disparage the D7200 or D7100, because I love the D7100. Lots of thousands of people have bought it, but yeah, the D500 is a $2,000 camera. We're talking about $2,000 versus $500. If you think and believe these test scores are any representation of the truth, then you are smoking crack and you are from another planet. The Nikon D500 compared to the rest of these cameras in buffer alone is 10,000 light years faster. Okay, autofocus tracking and acquisition is a million light years faster. Low ISO, high ISO performance is 1,000 times faster. I mean, there are many professional. I'm not talking about hobbyists. I'm talking about hardcore. I make my bread and butter off of shooting little birds and trees and birds flying. And these people have said, "Oh my God!" I mean, I just about curled up in joy and screamed like a schoolgirl. The D500 is so incredibly fast. The buffer is so incredible. It's so amazing. Yada 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 yada. Okay, now we got a D7200 scoring 4 points better in an overall score over the D500. You, sir, are smoking crack. Now, the common idiot that would look at this website and go, well, I'm going to buy, that D500 just came out. I mean, obviously, we're talking about a $2,000 camera here versus, $600, $700, $800. Forgetting about price, which, of course, price is important to most people. If anybody would believe or buy into this, then you are making a colossal mistake. And I predicted this like a month and a half ago. I said, when they actually come out with the D500, they will have some old slow camera that will like score way higher than the D500. I mean, I predicted it 100% to a T. It is absolute insane nonsense. There is no comparing a Nikon D500 with the most amazing autofocus tracking you've ever seen in your life. The buffer is friggin' incredible. It just fires off like a machine gun nonstop. Tracking is unbelievable. I mean, it will just run circles over and over and over again before the D7100, D72 even starts its engines. So this is ridiculous. But I predicted this. I predicted this exactly. Here, let's take a look at some other comparisons. Now, while it's nice that the D500 scores better than the rest of these cameras, uh, let's take a look at something that, let's take a look down here, okay? The Nikon D3S. Awesome little camera. I love the Nikon D3. The D3S is one old camera, baby. Now, the autofocus tracking and buffer and speeds alone, the fact that these basically score the same, I mean, you are smoking crack if you believe this. I mean, just pure abject insanity. Let's take a look at the Sony NEX7. I mean, oh my God, are you kidding? 83 versus 81? I mean, are you kidding? This is like comparing a dead tortoise to a thoroughbred, and you're going to compare that as an 83. And I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, I almost wet myself in laughter, but I predicted this 100%, and my prediction was 100% accurate. So if you make the misfortune of not being intelligent enough to and not buy into this website. There's actually a top YouTube photographer, and I saw his comment. He used to reference DxOMark all the time. And he actually said in his comments, someone asked him, he said, "Why don't you ever reference that website anymore?" And his reply was, is that every time I mentioned that website, I got a ton of hate mail and hateful comments. So there's not a single professional photographer on earth that has any respect for these test results. They mean absolutely nothing. They're no reflection of reality, real world users that go out there and use this stuff. I mean, so, and if you're going to actually believe that a D7200 scores higher than a D500, then you are just purely insane. You ought to check yourself into the insane ward. But a lot of people don't know that. I mean, they're like, well, this score's higher, so definitely it's got to be better. No, it doesn't even come close. It's 1,000 worlds apart. I mean, the buffer, the autofocus tracking, the low light tracking. Oh my God! I mean, there's no comparison. None. Absolutely none. So, anyway, good luck with that. I thought that was hilarious. Catch you later.